Here is the scenario number 1, Fettolipki. I have already deployed the units, but obviously before playing I want to describe and illustrate all the information that we find on each counter. What about the units involved? Let's start from the German forces. Well, in this scenario we have a platoon of German soldiers and a platoon divided into 4 squads, and by considering the setup instruction, the German forces can be deployed adjacent or in the hex G10 and also in the hex N10, that is a crossroad hex along the edge of the map. Well, at first, let's describe this squad and all the numbers that we find on the counter. At first, please pay attention to the first number, that is number 5, that indicates the firepower. In this case, we have a firepower of 5. What about the second number? Well, the second number is about the range of the weapons that this squad possesses, and we have another 5 hexes of range. Please note that this 5 is boxed. What does it mean? Well, it means that the unit, instead of firing traditional bullets, can fire smoke grenades. So please remember that when the central number is boxed, well, you have the option to create smoke. The third number, very easy, is a traditional number that indicates the number of hexes that the unit can cover, can move. In this case 4, and again we have the number is boxed, and this indicates that the unit can fire against 2 adjacent hexes. The so-called spray fire. I will have the possibility to explain better the spray fire in a gaming phase in the following video. Well, going to place back this rifle squad, and let's add something else about the leader. Well, I like the combat commander system because well, it highlights the importance of the leader. In this case, you have our Lieutenant von Castis, and beyond the traditional values that you find on the counter, you have a small number on the right of the silhouette, in this case number 2, and this is the range in hexes the range that allows the leader to give orders to the units. So all the units that are within a range of 2 axes can receive orders coming from the leader. Well, sorry guys, I didn't say anything about the morale. Well, we are speaking about a tactical game, so the morale is to be found on the right, on the top right of each counter. In this case, a German squad of 7. Well, so we are speaking of an average morale. We will notice that the Soviet squads in this scenario will have a morale of 8. They belong to the first division, the first Motor Moscow division, so probably they have a better morale. Well, I repeat, the placement, the deployment that I executed with the Germans well, was aimed to guard the objective axis of our scenario, that is the axis E8, F6 and H8. Well, and what about the value of this objective axis? Well, if you remember, I explained the importance of the objectives. In this scenario, you have an open objective that is known to both players, and well, the open objective indicates that the building, well, sorry guys, the hex H8, well, has a value of 1 point. So obviously the German platoon has to hold this hex. And moreover, by considering the German secret objective, we have the objective number 5 that has a value of 2 victory points. So please remember that in this case the German platoon is forced to stay in the surrounding of these 3 axes. But we have a problem. Why? Because beyond the objective axis, I want to remind the players that the Soviet forces can get points also when they can move off some squads along the enemy edge. So, well, by considering the Soviet, I placed 3 units adjacent to O1 and in O1 itself. And what about these 3 units? Well, first of all, I'm going to have a look at the CP objective of the Soviet forces. Well, we find an X5, that is that each objective hex on the map, well, has a value of 2 points. Very, very important. Why? Because this objective, well, forces the Soviet forces to seize and to hold all the building axes and also the 2 wood axes, that is number 3 and number 2. Well, obviously the German platoon is outnumbered. We have 8 Soviet squads against only 4 German squads, and we have also a problem with the leader. Well, the German platoon has got only 1 good leader. Yes, the same is true about the Soviet forces, but unfortunately, well, I repeat, we have 8 squads that are attacking. Well, that are attacking is not so right. Why? Because it's a scenario that foresees the recon posture for both the armies, the 2 platoons. So please remember that I'm going to give each side 5 cards. Well, to finish my video, let's analyze also a Soviet squad. No problem now to understand the numbers that we find the counters, and I repeat, we have a morale of 8 points. And well, to finish, some word about the squad weapons. Well, on the German side, we have only 1 light machine gun. Well, we don't generally. Well, we are in the 1941. Well, starting from 1942, each German squad is having a light machine gun. Well, what about the Soviet squads? We have 2 two medium machine guns. If you notice, I place a leader with the squad. Why? Because I didn't say that these two points that you find on the leader counter can be used also to improve the firepower, the range, the movement points of each counter stacked with the leader. So the presence of the leader in each single hex is really important. Well, guys, for the moment is all. Stay tuned for the coming soon video concerning the game, concerning the first turns in playing Fat Lipki. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.